What if just $20 a week could secretly grow into a fortune big enough to pay you over $7,000 every single month without lifting a finger? Sounds impossible, right? Most people think $20 is nothing. It disappears on coffee, snacks, or online shopping. But when you redirect that same $20 every week into investments, it transforms into a wealth-building machine. The secret lies in consistent contributions and the magic of compounding. Over decades, a tiny amount compounds into a massive stream of income that can completely change your financial life. Think of it like planting a small seed. At first, it looks insignificant, but with time and patience, it grows into a mighty tree that keeps bearing fruit year after year. The idea isn't complicated. By investing $20 a week into a carefully selected dividend portfolio, you can eventually build a fund worth nearly $800,000, paying you around $7,800 every month in dividends. That's the power of patience, discipline, and smart investing. Before we build the blueprint, let's break down what dividends actually are. Dividends are a portion of a company's profits, paid directly to shareholders. Think of it like a reward for owning a piece of a successful business. Some companies pay dividends quarterly, some annually, but the concept is the same. You get paid just for holding their stock. It's passive income, which means money comes in whether you're working, traveling, or sleeping. This is why many investors call dividends the closest thing to money working for you around the clock. There are two main ways investors use dividends. The first is non-drip, where you simply take the dividends in cash and pocket the payout. Your number of shares stays the same, and your income remains steady. The second is DRIP, or Dividend Reinvestment Plan. Here, instead of cashing out, your dividends are automatically used to buy more shares. This means every payout grows your holdings, which increases future payouts as well. Over time, this snowball effect makes compounding incredibly powerful. Let's compare these strategies with a simple example. Imagine you invest $1,000 in a company, paying a 5% dividend. If you don't reinvest, you'll get $50 every year. Forever, the income never grows. But if you reinvest through DRIP, the $50 buys more shares, which then earn dividends too. By year 2, you're earning dividends not just on your original $1,000, but also on the extra shares you picked up with last year's payout. That cycle repeats again and again. After just 3 years, DRIP produces $157.60 in dividends, compared to $150 with non-DRIP. It's a small difference at first, but over 30 years, the gap explodes into tens of thousands of dollars. This is why long-term investors always rely on compounding. Here's the big picture in simple steps. By investing $20 a week, you're putting in about $1,040 a year. If you stick with this plan for 30 years and combine it with dividend reinvestment and steady market growth, your portfolio grows to around $837,511. Now here's where it becomes life-changing. With dividend-paying stocks averaging a yield around 2.87% and growing payouts at 15.8% annually, that portfolio generates about $93,895 a year in dividends. In monthly terms, that's roughly $7,825 flowing in passively, all from starting with just $20 a week. Of course, not all stocks are equal. The magic lies in choosing the right mix of companies. And here's a carefully selected 5-stock portfolio that balances steady cash flow with long-term growth. Extra Space Storage, the largest U.S. self-storage operator, has a dividend yield of 4.38% and a dividend growth rate of 12.47% on a 10-year average. Its share price appreciation has been 7.74%, and because storage is a recession-resistant business that people need regardless of the economy, EXR is one of the most reliable dividend payers. Lowe's, the home improvement retail giant, offers a dividend yield of 2.19% with an impressive 17.46% dividend growth and 12.68% share price appreciation. Its decades of consistent growth and unmatched record of increasing dividends make it a strong stability and growth stock. NetEase, a Chinese tech conglomerate operating in gaming, music, education technology, and devices, brings international exposure to the portfolio. With a dividend yield of 2.03%, dividend growth of 24.79%, and share price appreciation of 16.25%. It adds high growth potential to the mix. Then comes Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF, which is essentially a basket of top dividend stocks across the U.S. It provides diversification and stability with a dividend yield of 3.79%, growth of 10.77%, and share price appreciation of 7.64%. Finally, Kroger, the grocery and pharmacy chain, contributes defensive strength with a dividend yield of 1.96%, dividend growth of 13.52%, and share price appreciation of 6.71%. It represents industries that remain essential no matter the market condition. Together, these 5 stocks average a dividend yield of 2.87%, dividend growth of 15.8%, and share price growth of 10.2%. This combination balances immediate income with future expansion, making it a strong long-term portfolio. Let's track what happens when you actually stick to the $20 a week plan. In year 1, you've contributed $1,040, so your portfolio sits at that same value. By year 5, with growth and reinvestment, the value climbs to around $6,817. At year 10, it grows to $20,326. By year 20, things accelerate and reach $117,813. Finally, at year 30, the snowball explodes into $837,511. At that stage, your money is no longer just savings. It's a self-sustaining machine that keeps multiplying without extra effort. The breakdown makes it even clearer. Out of that total, $86,311 comes from your own contributions. Capital appreciation adds $385,426. And dividends reinvested build another $420,886. This shows that the majority of growth comes not from what you put in, but from compounding and reinvested dividends. Here's the truth. Anyone can start this plan, but most don't. They underestimate the power of time and dismiss $20 as too small to matter. Many give up after a year or two when the results look tiny, but the real rewards don't show up until the second decade. That's when compounding shifts into high gear. Those who remain patient and consistent are the ones who end up enjoying $7,000 a month, while others continue struggling with active work. If you're ready to apply this, here's the practical blueprint. First, open a brokerage account that allows fractional shares and dividend reinvestment. Then set up automatic transfers of $20 a week, treating it like a bill you can't skip. Next, buy dividend stocks or ETFs, either the 5-stock mix outlined here or a portfolio you've researched yourself based on yield, growth, and stability. Make sure to activate DRIP so that every dividend payout is automatically reinvested into more shares. Finally, stay consistent regardless of market ups and downs, and think long-term, because once the snowball starts rolling, it becomes unstoppable. Imagine the possibilities of $7,000 a month in passive income. That kind of money easily covers rent, bills, groceries, and travel, while leaving room for comfort. Best of all, you achieve this without touching the core portfolio, meaning the wealth continues to grow even as you enjoy its benefits. It's the ultimate financial freedom, where working becomes optional, not necessary. This kind of security gives you peace of mind, knowing your future is stable no matter what happens in the economy. And the best part is, you don't need to be born rich, win the lottery, or invent the next big tech startup. All it takes is discipline, consistency, and a system that works. And there you have it, the quiet power of turning $20 a week into over $7,000 a month. Crazy part? Anyone can do this if they stay consistent. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, stick around for more money strategies like this. And hey, drop a comment, hit like, share this with a friend, and subscribe if you want more financial blueprints delivered straight to you.